Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, what is up? This is Livy Igwe coming live from London. If you guys are watching me on a replay, drop me a hashtag style. Y'all know the drill. I help the multicultural, multi-ethnic to brand on social media and to earn too. So if that's something for you, looking to earn extra income, absolutely hashtag hybrid. Let's get you started. If you guys can see this little button here and somewhere around here, I've been using this detox first day and it's already coming out. Well, winning. My mom was like, oh yeah, it's just because it's absolutely normal. Anyways, today I want to talk about it's not the real money, the real issue that you have. I was talking to somebody today. I was actually talking to two different people, which I think is pretty cool. Hey, Kelly, Sasha. So I'm going to leave the live TikTok on Insta, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you want to watch it there, you absolutely can. Melina, Zayn, comment tu vas? Tu vas bien? I want to talk about the fact of maybe give it a bit of a shift for you guys in terms of it's not money the real issue. It stems, yes, from the fact that you don't have it here. But I got a conversation because I got two conversations with two different, I mean, I got several conversations, but two in particular that I wanted to share with you guys. And one was somebody who was like, I'm interested in earning extra income, but I don't want to spend. I don't want to invest. And I was like, well, how are you going to get it? How are you, my love? Right? How are you, Kelly? It's kind of difficult if you don't invest because do you go to the shop to buy lipstick, but then you don't pay for it? You just run out of the door, out of the shop without buying it? No, you got to pay for it. Like you have to render a service, right? In any way, shape, or form. And when I dug a little bit deeper, it was the fact that the person was not wanting to move. Sometimes people, like when they don't want to buy a product or they don't want to buy something from you, it's not because it's something no against you, Kelly, or Sasha, or Kiara, or Zayn, or Melina. It's not against you. It's just because it does not resonate, right? It's because the value isn't enough for somebody to change, for somebody to get out of that comfort zone, right? And I always like I'll give you the example of me doing CrossFit. I put on weight when I went to Virgin Gym, right? The classic gym. But it's only until I did CrossFit, when I enrolled myself into CrossFit, Hey Two Feet Pebbles, that I understood that I was doing the wrong exercise. I was doing the right thing. I was going to the gym, but I was doing the wrong movements, right? I was going to the gym. I was working out, but I was doing the wrong movements until I had to switch to something that worked, right? And as I was talking to this person that said, I don't want to invest in anybody's business. I want to in anybody's business. I was like, but what kind of business are we talking about? Have you done network marketing before? Right. So it's always digging deep because sometimes it's led to emotions that your first love was probably not the first love that you fell in love with. It's probably the second or the third, fourth, right? You're not going to fall in love with the first person. If for some exceptions, yes, okay, I get it. But some is very different. Like just understanding your business. I know Kelly, for example, your business, the first one probably didn't work, or the second one, or the third, or the fourth, right? I opened my business with 50 euros and I shut it down for 4K. My first one did not work, right? Just as also finding the right network marketing company that worked and resonated for me. And that's going to be different from you. That's going to be different from you, Zane. That's going to be different from you, Camila. That's going to be different from you, Kelly. That's going to be different from you, everybody that's watching on the replay. Like it's going to be very different from everyone. And so I want to share three things for you guys in order for you to overcome it so you guys can shift on it. Because if I told you this, if I told you you are going to be earning, you have to, in order for you to jump the bridge, in order to change your outfit, hey Lisa, in order for you to change whatever you have to go through pain. Because people don't move if there's not pain. Unfortunately, you don't learn from a good breakup if you haven't been through a bad one. Because the bad one, now you know what you value. You have to go through a healing because you didn't know what you didn't know. So it's understanding, okay, what is the number one? Where am I going, right? Where's my business headed? How does it look like? Your business could probably change. You know, I was listening to, what was it? I think Hermes, I think they still do that, but Hermes, the bag, the high-end Birkin, the bags, they were selling, I believe they were selling saddle horses before they sold the bag that is like the classic one, right? Samsung, before they started, I think before they were selling phones, they were into skincare or something like that. I have to find that real because there's so many different brands that right now it's just like mixed everywhere. What you start with at first is not necessarily going to be the ending game, right? When I started as fashion stylist, my style evolved, my branding evolved into who I am now. But what is that going to be for you, Mumbai? What is that going to be for you, Kiara? What is that going to be for you, Sasha? Right? So number one, finding the way. Number two, I want you to focus on the skills that you have. What are the skills, Kelly, that you have? What are the skills that you have, Sasha? What are the skills that you have? Everybody is tuning in. How are you, my love? Like, what are the skills that you have that you can turn? If you're somebody that has a voice and you have a presence, social media is maybe something for you, maybe going live, right? At first, wasn't something that I necessarily did like, but I did theater when I was younger, right? Hey, Cindy. So when I was younger, I did theater, and so that's why I'm very more comfortable to go live and to go on stage, etc. But it could be different for somebody that wants to join the business, that they may not be like that. My sister, who earns an extra 400 pounds every single month by doing the network marketing model, she doesn't like going live. She's got 2 kids. It's not her thing. But she'll be on her phone sending messages and start and building a business like that. What would that be for you? So it's understanding, okay, in the waves of what's going on social media in the real world of today, what works for me that I can align, right? Because it's going to be very different from anybody. But the thing of starting like, no, I don't have the money. Yes, you do. Because if I told you, whoever, whatever, kids, no kids, whatever, if I told you that you have literally, you have, not that I'm speaking that, so cancel those words in the name of Jesus, but if I had to tell you, hey, you give me this amount of money, tomorrow you get to live, you would find and you would scramble to find that money. If I told you had like 5,000 pounds to figure out to give for a life, you would do it. You know what I mean? So it's only under pressure that we tend to like get out of where we're wanting. But I won't be fighting with people that tell me, hey, look, like I'm not interested, or hey, they think it's a scam, or hey, it's not this, or hey, it's not. I don't have time. We're 8 billion people on the planet. I will find the right people. Right. But it's also understanding that it always stems cells from like, okay, what is the purpose in here? Which is number one, finding a way, finding what speaks to you the most. What is it right now that you're like, okay, how can I blend both the two worlds of making the money and also aligning? I don't know. For example, my mom loves talking about hormonal stuff, right? Like she loves blending that. But what would that be for you, Kelly? What would that be for you, Cindy? What would that be for you, Kiara? What would that be for you, Jerry? Like everybody is going to be so different into this story that it's going to mold so differently, right? Then focus on the skills that you have. The skills that you have is your voice. The skills that you have could be when somebody, and I would want you guys to do this. And I don't know, I'm sure Jerry, you've done this before, Cindy, is that you guys get people to say, hey, look, I would love to know what are the skills that you like about me? Or what is it that you really appreciate in our friendship? And say, hey, honest, I'm just doing a feedback. I want to know better about who I am. And I'm just trying to find out what XYZ. What is it that you appreciate in me? And ask your friends to give you like an audit of what they like with you, that they maybe feel more secure, they feel maybe more safe, they feel that every time you speak to them, whatever it is, you're kind, you're gentle, you're sweet, not to boost your ego, but to understand, okay, what is it that I can give to the world that I can turn into, right? Because once you've done that, then the rest is easy. After that, it's going to be your experience, basically. You're going to monetize with your voice, right? However that voice is, however that language is that you speak, however you speak, right? I'm really good on social media, on going live, on sharing my experiences from A to Z to give it to you guys. Like that's my God-given gift. I'm really good at that. And I can blend in any kind of room. Why? Because I'm a chameleon. That's just who I am. But maybe, Mumbai, you can't do that. Maybe Jerry, you can. Cindy, you can. Kelly, you can. Sasha, you can. I don't know what that is, but I can't give it to you. That's why I'm like, you working on yourself with the skills, that's what you're going to get. Because you can like start monetizing on the skills. And why is that I love the network marketing model is because it's very different to like, okay, yes, I'm monetizing from a brand that, yes, I always talk about. It's always in my stories. You guys know I always talk about that. But then because I'm blending it with my experience, that is your way to do it. What about like a community? How can we reach out to more to the world, sister? So when you have your community, so tell me what are you selling right now? as I'll continue going on to my thing, what about like community? You can still create a community, which is what you still need to do, because branding is a community. Community is people where they feel safe. You've got to know, what are you talking about, right? What is it that what you have to offer is not necessarily, it, yes, is different from others, even though we're selling the same thing. But what is it that you have that people are like, oh my days, we need to be connected to? Does that, because you could do that one with your same message, right? What is it consistently? You got to be like the news. People got to be able to know that every time at a certain hour, they know that you are going to be giving XYZ in terms of form. But the other thing is collaboration, which is one that would really work well, right? Because collaboration is a great way to connect into partnership. So connections will be either meeting people, right? So as I said, the collaborations, the skills that you would get would be by meeting people. Now, I don't know if you can physically meet them, or it could be also online, offline, right? So sliding into the DMs, having conversations, meeting for coffees, right? That's how you get. Now, it is probably a bit of the slowest way, but it is one of the best, strongest way, because everybody's on social media, but people really tend to connect when I get to like have a coffee with you, when I get to sit down. Hey, Anita, right? Because they can feel your energy, right? And I think that's the part that people tend to miss, is because they need more than just the online. They need to be able to physically see each other, like to hug each other. I know when I recruited a girl on the team, and I met her online, right? But I had to shift to meeting her face to face, so she knew my heart. Even though I had the same intentions offline, online, it was the same thing. But me being in the same room with her, talking with the same language, connecting at a deeper level, automatically it shifted. Does that answer your question, my love? We had another question here that is on the other platform. Which was, yeah, because I'm thinking about the same thing. And the question, why don't we have confidence? Confidence stems from just not practicing what you say you're going to do, basically. Confidence isn't about figuring out everything all together. I'll tell you before, I didn't want to go live, right? But I promised to myself that you have to remove the obstacles and just do it regardless of how you feel. I'm from Uganda, Africa, from an orphanage. So many connections we can help run. I'm not asking for money, but teach more skills, because we're all going through a lot. Okay, so that's really good. What you can do is more connections. So if you cannot like meet the different people where you live, then what you can do is connect on social, right? I think that would be a great way to get like your voice, and also talk about the matters and the subjects of what you guys are going through the same thing. Like, what are the problems that you guys are facing in the orphanage, and how you guys can join, help out to be able to give more skills. Because the partnership will help out when two people come together. So if you can reach out to other orphanages and start getting, skills on different things that you can bring in people, that would work perfectly. Hopefully that helps. And then online, definitely connect with people from like different parts of countries. That could also be like around Africa, I'm sure, even though Africa, I'm sure, is very huge. But Uganda, you could definitely look for going from like city to from the biggest cities, then after to going to different villages and connecting through that. You never know where one handshake can go. Does that help, my love? Because that's one of the most powerful ways, is if you can connect with more knowledge. That's what we want. We are a community that we as human beings, we thrive on each other, right? Hopefully that resonates. Hopefully it does. If not, you can also just you can message me. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember to be you, do you. The world does not dictate who you are, but you dictate the world. And if you're looking to earn extra income, absolutely drop #hybrid. We can get you started. Yeah, it is helping. It's great. Love that. Okay, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Talk to you guys later.